Hi, 7th grade. This is Mr. Wiz reading Unit 1 Summative Assessment Freddie in the Shade questions. Number 1. Which character changed the most by the end of the story? Freddie, Amy, Father. Number 2. Which word best describes Amy as a character in the story? Curious, angry, sad. Number 3. How did Freddie feel about the move? Freddie wanted to meet lots of new friends. Freddie was excited to meet the girl named Amy. Freddie was upset about moving to Minneapolis. Number 4. Which of the following is the initiating event, the moment that begins the conflict of the story? Maggie was going to have a baby, and Dad said that they were going to move for his job. Amy and Freddie meet each other. Freddie took a job at the bakery. Number 5. Which type of conflict is Freddie having in the following lines from paragraph 4? It meant that the summer before 9th grade, he had to leave the only neighborhood he had ever known and all of his friends. It meant that on the first day of school, he'd be the new kid, the different kid. Is that character versus character versus self, or character versus nature? Number 6. In paragraph 6, it says, a customer came out to the shop next door, and the smell of cinnamon and buttercream frosting wafted out through the door. What does the word wafted mean here? Cried, floated, lighted. Number 7. In paragraphs 25 to 45, Amy hints that she has times when she goes back and forth. According to the story, why does she go back and forth? Sometimes she likes eclairs and sometimes donuts. She switches living with her mom and dad. One minute Amy likes Freddie, the next she does not. Number 8. What is the meaning of the word wistful as it appears in this sentence? There was something wistful and sincere about Amy's questions. Hopeless, full of longing, careful. Number 9. In paragraph 50, attached here, how does Freddie feel about being in the bakery? Freddie was surprised at how much he looked forward to his job at the bakery. He loved opening the door each afternoon and smelling the ginger snaps and snickerdoodles. He loved cleaning the stainless steel and glass counter that held the muffins and pastries. He liked how Mr. Fieldstone treated his customers, as if they were his best friends. Dad and Maggie began to shop at the bakery, and Mr. Fieldstone always slipped a little something extra into their order, a cream puff or lemon tart. We have to fatten up Freddie's little brother or sister, he always said. How does Freddie feel about being at the bakery? Happy? Mad? Nervous? Which of the following is the climax to the story? Freddie and Amy work at the bakery together but don't agree on the types of cookies to make. Amy and Freddie start school in Minneapolis. Amy tells him that she's leaving, and Freddie decides to accept his new life without sunglasses. Number 11. What is the meaning of the word complicated in paragraph 61? Friends from summer, but I'm sort of used to it, she shrugged and gave him a half smile. Chocolate chips or raisins? She pointed to the dough in the bowl. Both, said Freddie. More complicated that way. They both laughed. So since you're the expert on starting over, said Freddie, any advice on my first day of school? Amy nodded. What is the meaning of the word complicated in paragraph 61? Complex, simple, careful. Number 12. Freddie finally takes off his sunglasses because Amy tells him to. He realizes that it won't protect him from change. He can't see very well when he wears them indoors. Number 13. Who's the protagonist in the story? Amy? Freddie? Father? Mr. Fieldstone? I know this is the protagonist because... Short answer text here. The protagonist has a motivation and desire, can have a flaw, might need to learn something. I know this is the protagonist because... Number 14. Who or what is the antagonist in the story? Mr. Fieldstone? Father? Freddie's brother? Freddie. I know this is the antagonist because... Antagonist is not necessarily a person, a place, a situation, a thing, an attitude within the protagonist. Write your short answer here. Number 15. A possible theme statement for Freddie in the Shade is change can be difficult to accept. Provide one piece of text evidence, either a quote or detail from the story, and explain how it supports this theme statement. The theme of change can be difficult to accept is shown in Freddie in the Shade when this supports the theme because... Writing your long text here with your sentence starters. Go back and review all the questions to make sure that you answered them, and click Submit when you are ready.